Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Brandon with Taylorsfiresmoke Cooking. Welcome back into my kitchen. Today, we're going to whip up some easy, quick, and delicious chicken thighs baked in the oven. Uh, I will venture to say this would be one of the best baked chicken recipes you'll have. One, because it's super simple. Two, it don't take very long. And three, it's going to give you the crispy skin that you're looking for when you have baked chicken, or that you miss sometimes when you have baked chicken. So let's go ahead and get into this real quick. I've already got my chicken washed and trimmed. And then we'll go ahead and get seasoned up and get in the oven. So you guys stay tuned. This will not take long. All right, guys. So here's my chicken all washed and trimmed. We're going to be using some black pepper. We're going to be using a little bit of Lowry's chicken and poultry rub. Sazon Perfecta, which is essentially complete, but this is the Save-A-Lot version. Tastes just as good and a little cheaper. And just a little bit of olive oil here just to act as a little bit of a binder, because I have all my chicken in a bowl and it's going to help distribute the seasoning, but also it's going to help our chicken prevent it from sticking. So first things first, I just want to add in about a tablespoon or so of oil, maybe a little bit more than that. And we're going to go in with our black pepper. Now season to taste with your black pepper. I like a lot of black pepper, so it may look like a lot, probably because it is. Again, I like black pepper. When you use your complete or your Sazon Perfecta or whatever you have, you can go fairly heavy with that because it does not have a lot of sodium in it. And but it does have a lot of herby and citrusy notes, so we'll go heavy with that as well. And then as far as our poultry and chicken rub, you can go fairly liberal with that as well. Now, if you don't have this, you can use any type of chicken seasoning or chicken rub you may have, or if you just have seasoned salt, that's perfectly fine, but make sure you add your garlic and your onion powder in there as well, maybe a little paprika for color. So what I'm going to do now, I would say that was probably a teaspoon of black pepper, probably a teaspoon of my Sazon Perfecta or my complete, and this is probably a good tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half of my poultry and chicken rub. And now we just want to get in there and get it all mixed up. I'm going to pull out a piece of this chicken. You can see, you know, other times your chicken, your thigh, whatever, you have a lot of skin and fat underneath it or hanging. You just want to cut that off. You don't need all that extra skin, just enough to give you a good base layer and to protect it and to give you them juices and that crispy skin we're looking for when we cook it. But that's all we do. Trim that, wash it all up, and then we're ready to go. Make sure you get all the pieces coated really well. We have our oven preheated to 400 degrees. That's the temperature we're going to cook it at. I have a thin rimmed pan, basically a cookie sheet that we're going to cook the chicken on that our foil lined. Looking pretty good. I think I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit more of our poultry seasoning in there. Let me get nothing on my bottle. Just a little bit more. All right. I did pick this poultry seasoning up at Sam's Club. You could probably get it at Walmart or your local grocery store, perhaps. I'm not sure. But it's good on your chicken, and you can actually use it on pork too. It has a nice savory flavor to it. So, all right. So now we've got our chicken all seasoned up real well. Let me go ahead and grab this pan. And then we'll be ready to line it up and get it in the oven. So be right back. All right, guys. So I've got my pan here. I've got a foil lined. I'm not worried about spraying it down because we did add our olive oil to our chicken. So that's going to help with preventing it from sticking. So all you want to do, you want to make sure that your skin is all over your chicken. And you just want to put in a nice little layer on your sheet here. I have 10 thighs that we're cooking up today. Same process. I don't care if you're cooking 2, 4, 6, 8, or 10. You know, you basically go through the exact same process with it. So you don't have to worry about, you know, if you just, you know, your seasoning quite naturally will be different, but same principle when we're doing this. You just want to line them out. Make sure that the skin is, again, stretched out. You don't want to lay it down like that. Just go ahead and make sure that that blanket is covering the bed. There we go. Now, a lot of times we grew up when we baked chicken, and still to this day, you know, you add some onions and bell pepper into your pan, and your pan might be a little bit higher rim pan, and it tastes good. But the thing is, when you do chicken like that, you normally never wind up with crispy skin. And when you do it like this, that's how you get that nice skin on there. You don't necessarily have that skin that's going to fall off when you bite through it, or a little rubbery. And that's what happens sometimes when you have baked chicken. But doing it like this is going to prevent that from happening. So we got all our pieces on. The oven is up to 400 degrees, up to temp. We're going to put this in the oven. We're going to let it go for about 35 to 40 minutes. And then we'll come back and check it and see how we're looking. We don't need to flip the chicken or anything. It's just going to cook perfectly and directly, just like this. So we'll see you guys in 35 to 45 minutes, and we'll check our process. You guys stay tuned. I will be right back. Here's our chicken. We've had it going for 40 minutes now. It looks amazing. Skin is getting there, but it's not quite the way we want it. Let me go ahead and check some temperatures really quickly. You know, with poultry or any type of chicken and stuff, you want to take it to 165 degrees. With thighs, I like to take them a little higher. They're so forgiving. I tend to think that when you cook a chicken thigh to 165, it's a little tough. Let it go a little further, it gets a little more tender. So these are roughly around 165 now, but I still have room in my opinion. So we're going to put them back in and let them go for maybe another 10 minutes or so. In the process, I'm going to take a little bit of this juice that we see. I'm going to baste the tops. I'm going to put it right back in that oven for about 10 minutes until that skin gets the way we want. And we'll be good. You guys stay tuned. We'll be right back. We got this awesome baked chicken done. Got a nice color on it. Nice skin on it, way we wanted it. Smells so good. Let's go ahead and get a bite. Let you see how it's tasting. There you go. Hot. And good and juicy. I don't know if you can see that. This chicken is fire. Skin is nice and tender. Meat is nice and tender and juicy. Flavor spot on. And you don't miss nothing, like I said, doing it maybe how you would talk. Like I said, growing up, baked chicken, put it in the pan, season it up real good or whatever, clean it up. Onions, bell peppers, covering it up, foil it up, throw it in the oven on 350 until it's done. Pull it off, maybe uncover it for a little bit, but your skin might be a little rubbery, a little soggy. Doing it like this is fire. You don't miss none of the flavors as long as you season it right. So I hope you guys enjoyed the recipe. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video if you can. Tell your friends about me. Let them know if you have friends that are like you, that love watching YouTube videos and great YouTube cooks. Let them know about me. I'd appreciate it. Till the next time, God bless. We'll see you around.